Yo guys, before the video starts, the majority of you watching these videos aren't actually subscribed according to my analytics, so right now, subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a video. It would be really appreciated, but yeah, let's get right into it. TNA was pretty notorious for their crazy match stipulations, and while those stipulations, like I said, were crazy, I do actually give TNA credit. I give TNA credit because they tried their damnest to make their own original match stipulations, and while they did succeed in a couple such as Monsters Ball and Ultimate X, you then had matches like King of the Mountain which, while the rules were stupidly complicated, the matches were usually pretty okay. But then you get the stipulations you just can't give them credit for, stipulations that would never succeed, were a bad idea, and from a mile away you could tell the match for this stipulation wasn't going to be a good one. Matches such as Silent Night Bloody Night, the Electric Steel Cage, and today's topic of the video, and quite possibly TNA's worst match stipulation, the Reverse Battle Royal. What's up guys, it's Thompson Wrestling and welcome to the 4th episode of the worst of TNA. I did a poll for what this video should be on and the TNA Reverse Battle Royal won fairly convincingly. So today we're going to be discussing the rules of the Battle Royal, the rules of the tournament it was a part of, and reviewing the 2 Reverse Battle Royal matches from 2006 and 2007. Subscribe and notifications on right now so you never miss a video. Let's get right into it. So let's discuss the rules of the Reverse Battle Royal. Pretty much, it's a Reverse Battle Royal. Okay, fine, I'll elaborate. Instead of throwing the guy outside the ring, you have to get yourself inside the ring. Pretty much everyone starts outside, and it's a race to climb over the top rope and get in, with only a certain amount of spots for competitors. And you probably could have guessed that it was completely stupid. You had guys pretending they didn't know how to climb up the ropes or struggling to climb up it when really you could just win this match in a couple of seconds. Yeah, that's literally all the rules of the Reverse Battle Royal. You have to get yourself in the ring. Rather than an inside-out Battle Royal, it's an outside-in Battle Royal. But usually the reason why TNA's match stipulations was that they had stupidly complicated rules. But this one had simple rules, and it didn't work just because it's unbelievably dumb, and theoretically, it's easy as hell to win. But don't worry, what this match stipulation lacks in its not complicated rules is made up for in the terrible, complicated rules of the tournament that this match was a part of. Let's talk about the Fight for the Right tournament. The Fight for the Right tournament had 2 different installments and they took place in 2006 and 2007, both with different sets of rules, as complicated as each other. The 2006 Fight for the Right tournament was split into 3 stages, so stage 1 was the Reverse Battle Royal, except there were many layers to it, so bear with me here, okay? The Reverse Battle Royal saw 18 people competing in a match, all standing outside the ring, with the first 7 people to get inside the ring advancing to the next part of the Reverse Battle Royal, and the rest being eliminated. Those 7 people in the ring would then compete in a traditional Battle Royal. However, when it came down to the final 2, those 2 would have a normal one-on-one, 1-fall to a finish match, and ultimately, one person would win the Battle Royal. That person being whoever won that one-on-one match. The winner would advance all the way to stage 3, aka the finals, and the remaining 6 were placed into a tournament which took place in stage 2. Those 6 people had their tournament, with the winner of that tournament then facing the winner of the Reverse Battle Royal in the stage 3 finals, and the winner of that match would get a world title shot at Genesis. Jesus Christ, that was long. People talked about the AEW Casino Battle Royal having complicated rules, but honestly, trying to understand the rules for that match is light work compared to this. Then, the Fight for the Right 2007 tournament was a little better in terms of rules, but still overcomplicated as hell. This time, the tournament was split into 2 stages, with stage 1 being pretty much the same as 2006's, a Reverse Battle Royal, this time with 16 people. The first 8 people in the ring would have their traditional Battle Royal, and the final 2 would have a one-on-one match like before. But this was a little different in the sense that all 8 would be placed into a tournament rather than the winner getting a bye like in 2006. And the seeding for the tournament was determined by the order of elimination in the match, and the winner of the tournament would get a title shot. But the whole seeding idea was completely dumb, because when you win the Battle Royal, you get seeded against the person who was first eliminated, who theoretically should be the weakest competitor, but the fact is, you've just competed in a one-on-one match. You have more damage done to you. You've competed in an extra match. Also, you could go against a guy who was eliminated first in a Battle Royal, and being thrown over the top rope doesn't really determine in kayfabe who's the best. I mean, if that was the case, then we'd be seeing the same people winning the Royal Rumble year in year. But yeah, that was the rule change they made. Not a smart one, if I do say so myself. Not a fan of it, not at all. But yeah, what we're going to do now is I'm going to put myself through a bit of torture. I have watched both of these matches. Luckily, both the Reverse Battle Royal matches are pretty short in terms of the Reverse Battle Royal section. But obviously the throwing over the top rope and the match itself, the one-on-one match, is a bit longer. But we're going to be reviewing and looking at how bad the actual getting into the ring section was. Let's start off with the 2006 tournament. So we're going to review the Reverse Battle Royal section and then just go through the results for the Fight for the Right tournament. So let's look at the Reverse Battle Royal first. It literally is exactly what I mentioned before. People struggling to get in and struggling to climb the top rope, despite the fact they've been wrestling for many years. They just don't know how to climb the top rope all of a sudden. You have people stopping each other when they could be spending that valuable time just, leaving, and just getting in. Why are you wasting your time stopping someone else? You have people walking around looking for things to do because they're not meant to be in the ring yet. So they're just looking for someone they can beat up or something. But all it just looks awkward, and they have so many opportunities. And that was the big problem with this match, is that these guys had so many opportunities to get in the ring, but if they weren't in the script to get in the ring, they just had to walk around awkwardly. And it's like, as well, with TNA, in this match, 95% of the people here do springboard moves. How difficult is it to just get on the apron and just jump over the rope in one move? How difficult is it? So the overall winner of the Reverse Battle Royal in Stage 1 was Abyss, who advanced all the way to Stage 3. Lance Hoyt was eliminated in the one-on-one match. R-Truth, Chris Sabin, Christopher Daniels, Robert Roode and AJ Styles were eliminated in the over-the-top rope Battle Royal. And then in the Reverse Battle Royal and not going through to the tournament, who was eliminated was Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, Eric Young, Senshi, Kazarian, Raven, Brother Runt, Brother Devon, Kip James, James Storm and Christian Cage. In the tournament brackets, Ron Killings defeated Lance Hoyt, AJ Styles defeated Chris Sabin and Robert Roode defeated Christopher Daniels, with AJ Styles defeating Ron Killings and Robert Roode in the finals of that tournament. But then he'd go on to face Abyss, and Abyss would go on to defeat AJ Styles to win the Fight for the Right tournament and get his title shot at Genesis. But his title shot is the very infamous title shot. He faced Sting at Genesis, and this is the match where Abyss won the title by DQ. Just to make this whole scenario even worse, this awful tournament was what ultimately led to that awful match and awful angle where Abyss defeated Sting by DQ, yet still won the title. And now we're going to look at the 2007 tournament, and I've got to say, in terms of the Reverse Battle Royal part, this was the worst match. I mean, it was pretty much the exact same of what we saw before, just people awkwardly trying to get into the ring and act like they have no idea how to climb the top rope. In the background, towards the very end of the match, you see someone try to climb the top rope and then fall back onto the floor, and then that's them out the match. And the worst part of this entire match, and why this is easily the worst match, is James Storm wasn't doing anything. Just doing nothing. He was just sitting around, not going in, not fighting anyone, and the commentators were hyping it up like, oh, James Storm is waiting for the right moment. He's making sure there's an opening for him to get in. There was a million openings. Yet he was still just chilling for no reason. And the one time he does decide to actually run in, it's a close race and he nearly loses. The winner of the Battle Royal as a whole was Eric Young, so he got the #1 seed. Robert Roode got the number 2 seed as he was eliminated in the one-on-one match. Alex Shelley got the number 3 seed. Lance Hoyt got number 4. Kazarian got 5. Chris Sabin got 6. Junior Fatu got 7. And James Storm got 8 as he was the first person eliminated in the Battle Royal. And the people who didn't make it through were BG James, Kip James, Jimmy Rave, Chris Harris, P.T. Williams, Havoc, Sharkboy, and Sonjay Dutt. And then in the tournament itself, Eric Young, despite winning and getting the number 1 seed, going through all that, he lost anyway to James Storm. Kaz defeated Lance Hoyt. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin ended in a no contest after Team 3 interfered. Junior Fatu defeated Robert Roode. And then in the semi-finals, Kazarian defeated James Storm. And then Christian Cage defeated Chris Harris. You might be wondering, how the hell does that happen? Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, because their match was a no contest, no one went through. So they had Christian Cage go through by defeating Samoa Joe. So you might be wondering, why the hell is Chris Harris there? Because for whatever reason, he just replaced Junior Fatu. So that entire bracket is made up of people. That entire bracket of the semi-finals is made up of people who didn't even make it to the Battle Royal. Like, come on. Which, yes, means that someone who didn't make it to the Battle Royal is going to be in the finals. So yeah, Christian Cage defeated Chris Harris, but he would go on to lose to Kazarian, who would receive his title shot on November 15th edition of TNA Impact. So yeah, overall, the Reverse Battle Royal was completely just a failure and a train wreck. And the fact that TNA bookers couldn't see this idea going wrong from a mile away is beyond me. And the fact is, it was part of an even worse tournament where, again, everything just went wrong both years. Just these overcomplicated rules. I mean, the first year, you have the winner win and end up winning the title by DQ. The second year, you have one of the finalists be someone who wasn't even in the Reverse Battle Royal with Christian Cage. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, then smash that like button. I'm going to put my poll up on the community tab. I don't know what I'm going to put yet, but we'll see what I do put. Either way, hope you enjoyed it. Smash that like button for more. I've got a big announcement coming really soon. It should be coming December time. I'm really excited to share it. But subscribe and notifications on so you never miss a video. Like the video. Follow me on Twitter at Top 10 Wrestling. My Instagram is at Tom Bell. Goodbye and keep on rolling.